Here are my top 10 photography album covers of 2025. These 7 did not make my list, but they're still worth mentioning. Ayo Marv's Prince of the Street, Good Girl Early's Good Girl, Tim Larry's Spiral, Kabza De Small's Bab Motha, Tyler's WWP, Nasty C's Free, Adekunle Gold's Fuji. These picks are not ranked by numbers, they're just about visual impacts, the stories the images told in relation to the artist or the album. 10 would be I Dream in Color by Magix. I think it's very visually striking and it has similarities to Kabza De Small's cover as well, but this felt more intentional and better executed. Number 9 is Lagos Lover Boy by Rick Hassani. Instead of romance cliches, we get Lagos, the Nightingale Building, yellow cab, street culture. I think this is very visually interesting because it resists the obvious. Number 8 is From the Soil by Jubed. I think this is one of those simple but effective album covers. The styling tells you where the artist is from once you look at the image. It's one of the many red-dominated album covers for this year. 7 is Hymns of Bantu by Abel Selauko. This is a quiet cover with a very clean energy. It centers the artist and their instrument. Number 6 is XOXO by Loje. This cover is very red. At first, the color pulls you in before the artist does, and I think that's a good thing. And I like how it exudes the passion that you might actually experience when you listen to the music of this artist. Number 5 is Sanity by Bella Shmurda. This one reveals itself rather slowly in my opinion. The image questions the title and you are forced to think that what does sanity exactly mean here? How some things look perfectly arranged but they are still out of place at the same time. I also think that the back cover sort of answers the question, while do you retain your sanity, especially for the artist. Number 4 is Protect SARS at All Costs by SARS. This color does something similar to what XOXO by Loje does, but in a very different position. The image itself is kind of suggestive but still exudes power at the same time, sort of ethereal in a way. Number 3 is Blown Boy Rue by Ruga. This image immediately reminds me of Renaissance and Baroque paintings. I like how the image, without saying so much, explores the concept of fame, identity, and what a blown boy becomes in the process of all of this. 2 is 5 by Davido. In my opinion, this is one of Davido's most visually interesting covers. It feels both ethereal and grounded. If you look at the back cover, I also think that those 4 masquerades are alternate versions of Davido as well. And finally, number 1 is Black Star by Amare. In my opinion, this is a triple entendre on country, identity, and stardom. And I like how they took a familiar thing that everyone knows about and made a literal interpretation out of it. In many cases, I do not prefer literal interpretations, but in this case, I just think it works extremely well.